holy hell will break loose. Okay, goes to the steering arm, which is not cracked, damaged, or broken. Before, and then it's securely mounted, no missing nuts and bolts. You know, that's that. Then before you go up, what you're gonna go back to do is, then you're gonna go back to doing my shock absorber. It's not cracked, damaged, or broken. It's not leaking. It's not missing any nuts or bolts. It's perfectly straight. To my leaf and torque spring, which is securely mounted. They are not cracked, damaged, or broken. They are not bent or twisted. They are secured by the U-bolts, which are not cracked, damaged, or broken, and no missing nuts and bolts. To the hanger in the back, which is not cracked, damaged, or broken, it's securely mounted, no missing nuts and bolts. Then you would come back to my air brake can, not cracked, damaged, or broken, no missing nuts or bolts, securely mounted. To my air brake hose, not cracked, damaged, or broken, no rip, that's not ripped, worn, torn, cut, frayed, or dry rod, not missing any nuts or bolts. To my slack adjusters, which is all this, and that's your push pin. Slack adjuster, which is not cracked, damaged, or broken, with my push pin. And if I were to chalk my wheels to the right, I shouldn't have any more than 2 inches of play. To my brake back, which is not cracked, you're not going to see it, you're never going to touch it or pull it off. My brake back, which is not cracked, damaged, or broken, no missing nuts or bolts. If I were to remove said brake back, the lining underneath should not be worn or too dangerously thin.
Okay.
And that would be the back of that. See all this
Oh
stuff?
boy.
All this stuff's in here.
Yeah. But it's hard to see, like, the pictures, what it exactly looks like, you know?
Yep. Like your water pump. Let me see how they have it here. Where's your water? Oh. See, now the water pump, and this one is belt driven. Mine are in back. If it was belt driven, it would have to be up front.
Mm-hmm.
Because the belt's up there. So these are gear driven. But this is the stuff here. Your steering box. Steering box, steering pump, steering reservoir. This is actually a good breakdown right here. What's that say?
Spindle.
Spindle. All right, you don't have to worry about the spindle. I was going to cross out my chalk. That ain't good. Okay, that's your drag link, and that's your tie rod. That's the other thing we didn't cover is your tie rod, which is that one that it's on this side and it goes to the other side.
Okay.
Okay, your tie rod you'll also say is securely mounted. It's not cracked, damaged.
Is that this?
Broken. Nope,
No.
all the way on the bottom, right underneath the leaf and torque spring.
Okay.
Okay, so that. So your pitman arm, which is that. Your drag link, which is that. This actually kind of saying your steering arms, showing your steering arm over here, because this is actually the side that controls all your steering. Is this side.
Okay.
And then that's what your drag link will do. Your drag link is attached to, you'll see, is attached to back here. That's what helps steer the bus. So everything's,
Oh, okay.
So if those cotter key pins, they go and that breaks, like I said, holy hell breaks loose, you lose steering, which is why those are the only things in this bus that has cotter key pins.
Okay.
See, leaf springs. Attached to the axle. Are these back? That's front suspension, some movement. Yeah, but the top one's the leaf, the other one's a torque. Yeah, this one's set up a little different. I mean, it gives you a rough idea, but it's your tires. So what I want you to do is start watching the engine. He's gonna go over a lot.